Good evening, everyone. Welcome back. Glad to see each and every one of you. Welcome back to my kitchen. I've decided we're going to give the craft room a rest for a little bit. No need to try and do anything on a shaky floor, right? So we're going to be in my kitchen for a little while longer. No big deal, right? We got plenty of space, good lighting, plenty of room. Might as well be here, right? Anyway, come on in, say hi when you get here. I am Marianne from Made by Marianne. And tonight I thought we'd do, hi Miss Crystal, how are you doing this evening? Tonight I thought we'd do just something plain. I've had these Peacock, hi Carrie Marie. I've had these Peacock, I guess you call them, I think they go in a Christmas tree, Peacock picks for a while now. And as I was straightening up my craft room, cleaning it out, I found them. And I thought, well, what can we do with those? So we're going to make a wreath tonight. And hopefully they're going to be our centerpiece. Hopefully they're going to be the main thing that stands out. So look how pretty they are. They are huge. So we might have to cut them down to get them on there, but look how pretty they are. And they look, I mean, they come on this very big long, I think they're 36 inches, but these are our Peacock Feathers. And they're like, hi from Canada. Nice to see you. Welcome. So these are our Peacock Feathers that we're going to try to stick on our wreath tonight. Make a pretty headdress, I guess. I know, aren't they gorgeous? I really think they go in a Christmas tree. You know how you can stick branches and things in a Christmas tree? This is not what I expected when I ordered them. I expected them to be smaller. So these are my second attempt. Yeah, you do need to do a peacock wreath, Miss Vicky, for sure. These are my second attempt at an order. This is what I got first. And these little things are kind of piddly. I think they're real peacock feathers. So I thought maybe tonight, after we get them all, get everything done, we might, maybe now, go back and stick a few in there just to make it a little bit fluffy, you know? So there are those. They're kind of brown. They're really pretty and really, they're hard to get them to stick the right way though in the wreath. So we might try some of those later. So there's that. Here's our ribbon, and I've just kind of gone plain here with our peacock ribbon. It's blue, navy blue, and gold, and that teal green, emerald green, and blue again. Yeah, I mean, come on now. The peacocks aren't just for Christmas, right? Although I think this is a lot of Christmas colors, I figured, we're going to get rid of it. Couldn't think of anything else to do, so I might as well do a peacock, right? Thank you. I can't remember where for the life of me I got this ribbon. Who knows? Who knows? Hi, Miss Patricia. Nice to see you. And then I have, of course, our teal, just glitter. Hey, right? It'll work. Okay, and then I have our ombre. Now, I really do think this is called Peacock. Craft Outlet had it, yes. Yes, they did. So that's probably where I got it. That's where I get most of my things. If it doesn't come from Michelle at Monkey's Creations or Laurie at Unique in the Creek, it comes from Craft Outlet or Hobby Lobby in my house. So, there's our ribbon. Here is our accent mesh. Yeah, it's a peacock. I wish you could see it a little better. Maybe if I roll it up a little bit. Can you see it? It's just an all full. Yep, it's what Craft Outlet calls it. It is called Peacock Mesh. Yeah, it's really awesome to work with. It's all foil peacock ombre mesh. So this is going to be our accent mesh. And then I have just this beautiful 20-inch, or 21-inch, I guess I should say, that I've got all rolled up here because I've kind of wanted to work out our pattern. this beautiful royal blue or navy blue. Hi, Miss Francie, nice to see you. This royal blue 21-inch Deco Mesh that we're gonna do. So here's what I hope our base is gonna look like on our oval. So as you can see, I've got 10-inch Poofs here. And then I have our all full Deco Mesh, which we're gonna have to go back and cut some of these sprays. All full Deco Mesh in here, and then our ribbon. So hopefully we're gonna lay this on top somehow. We'll figure it out when we get there. And then, I'm gonna go ahead and drop that on the floor. And then we're gonna put our big old huge bow on the bottom. So here's our bow. And it's not been uncurled yet, but you know, I like to curl it up and we'll uncurl it when we get finished. So hopefully it's gonna look pretty. Well, thank you. I hope it's gonna be pretty. We'll see what happens. And then again, we might get there and decide that these are better off. Hi, Miss Baker. That these are better off on another project. Don't know. Like I said, either we'll fix it or we'll tear it all to hate. So let's get started. We'll find out. I'm gonna pull up your comments, pull you down, and we'll make a peacock. Thank you. Thank you. I worked on it for a minute. It still takes me for a while to make bows. So that's why I always have them made when we get started on this stuff. Because I know y'all, it's so boring to watch people make bows sometimes. Michelle can whip them up. Michelle from Monkey's Creations and Lori can whip them out like nobody's business. But me, it takes me a minute. Okay, let's see if I can pull up some comments here. How's everybody's day been so far? Are we having a good day? A good Wednesday? I got some good news at work, so. That's what I was thinking, Carrie. Kind of like put the peacock in the center, in like a feather pattern. So we'll see. It does takes practice and time, just like everything else. Everything, practice makes perfect, so. Let's see here, if I can find you. Maybe. There we are. Found you. Yay! Now let's see if I can pull up the comments. We've got some massive. What's my good news? I start a special project tomorrow, and they've hired some more people. So I got a job offer. I know I need to go to Craft Hoarders Anonymous. I got a job offer that I declined. And because I declined it, the good Lord answered some prayers and moved my schedule up and gave me a better schedule and put me on a special project. So I'm really happy about that. So we'll see what happens. Sometimes when you are given things, it's best to look at them. It's best to ask your mama. Just ask your mama. She'll tell you what's right and what's wrong. So I asked my mama and we weighed it out and it was just better for me not to take it. So it worked out in my favor. Everything is great now. So yay. Now watch, this new project will be crazy and I won't get to do this tomorrow. So let's pull you down, get started, and we'll chit chat while we're going. Well, thanks everybody. I appreciate that. I sure have. It's been nuts around here lately. So I always say this, but it's so true. Close your eyes if you get sick because there's going to be some motion here. I'm going to pull you down so you can see what we're doing and put my hair up and we'll get started. So here we go. Gratuitous close-up. I say that every time too. It's from Wayne's World for those of you who haven't seen it. Who hasn't seen Wayne's World? If you haven't, check it out. It's pretty cool. It's Mike Myers film from the 90s, I think. Oh, well, thanks, Judy. I've been there long enough. I have been there long enough. Okay, let me see if this view's good. That way we don't do what we did last week and get it all screwed up and have to stop in the middle. I love Wayne's World too. I do too. It was one of my good ones. Let's see. Let's put our... I'm going to take a minute to let the camera catch up with me, or the video catch up with me. Well, maybe. Come on now. It looks okay here, but I can't tell just yet, so we're just waiting on it to catch up. The comments look good. What do you guys think? Are we okay? Do I need to pull it up a little more, maybe? Let's see. Maybe if I go. Let's go back and see what happens. There we are. Okay. What do you guys think? Well, thank you. Thanks, Miss Harris. Okay, it's catching up now, so I hope that this is good for y'all. Let's get this over and get some. There we are. All right, give me a thumbs up if the view's okay for everybody. Or if I need to move it up or whatever we need to do. Okay, well that looks good. Okay, I think we're all right. Everybody think we're okay? Yeah, just as long as I don't, maybe just a little bit more this way. Ugh. Oh. Okay, how's that? A little bit better? Stop the, yeah, because now you can see my hands. Okay, here we go. So what I've done is, as you can see, I started a little bit. I wanted to make sure that my method was going to be pretty and was going to look okay. Because sometimes on these oval boards, if you skip one like I have, it makes a funky circle, as I have done in the past. And I had to start all over and just use every set. But with this 21-inch mesh, the poofs are so huge that if you were to stick it together like this, using every one, you're gonna have a lot of mesh, and I just think it looks too squishy. So what I've done is I have skipped each one, or skipped every other. So as you can see, I've gone to the outside here. So I'm gonna skip this one and move to the inside here. Then I'm gonna skip this one and move to the outside. Skip this one, move to the inside, so on and so forth till we get back around, okay? And it doesn't look like my comments are gonna work today. So, oh well, let's see if we can read them. Okay, is that better? Good, good. All right, we'll grab some zip ties here. I'm gonna scoot over a little bit. And grab your pearly weight or your measure buddy, whichever you prefer. I, again, use my pearly weights because I tend to be rough with my measure buddy and the sides go in and out. So let's measure our 10-inch poofs. And again, if you'll keep the serge edges on the bottom, as you can see right here, maybe you can or you can't, but I have the serged edges on the bottom so it makes a pretty poof. So we're just gonna measure a 10-inch poof. This one goes on the bottom, and I haven't preloaded the board because if I preload it on the outside, they fall out. So if you're gonna preload, do it open. Make sure this is 10 inches now that I've moved around everything. I can get it in there, and it is. All right, so here we go. We're just gonna go around, and I like to open my poofs as we go, make sure they look good. And we'll do this part, and we'll just keep on moving. We'll do the poofs first, and we'll come back and do the rest. So, what do y'all think about the Johnny Depp verdict? I know y'all have been watching it. Let's see, so we're skipping this one, we're going here. I can't wait to see what Lori says about it. I know she's been addicted. And I'm using the outside edge on this one here. Moving around as we keep going, skipping this one. Let's put a zip tie in there before we measure it. So skipping that one, going to the inside. Put our serged edge on the bottom there. Now we measure. I kind of figured it would end up that way. I think they both need a good shrink. I think they both need a lot of love and some good, maybe a little bit of time in the, you know, away from each other, maybe on a deserted island with a psychiatrist. I don't know. They both need some love, is all I can say. And my comments aren't updating, so let's see. All right, that's fine, Miss Baker. You go right ahead. Yeah, I've not really been keeping up, Carrie, but I know a lot of people that are just addicted to it. And so it came across my phone as a big alert today that Johnny Depp, they awarded him, I think, $15 million in damages and defamation damages, and her, I think, $2 million. So he won. He didn't get the $50 million he was after, but hey, they did rule in his favor, so that's a win. Enjoy your dinner, Miss Judy. We'll see you later. There's that poof. We're going to have to... Look what pretty poofs this 21-inch mesh makes. All right, well... Put our one here. We're almost back to the beginning and we can start our curls. There we go. Making sure my serge edge is on the bottom there. Alrighty. Okay, and we are back to the beginning, so we're just gonna put a zip tie on top. And do this. And close up our loop here. Or close up our oval, I guess. That's what we should say. Okay. With this 21-inch mesh, you kind of have to get in there and get the edges and pull them out a little bit. Be a little rough with it. So let's cut this piece off here. And now we'll go in and add our accent mesh, as I call it. We'll just drop that, leave that on the floor, and we have plenty for maybe 2 other projects there. Okay, now what we're going to do is... And I say this every week too, but if you prefer pipe cleaners, you're more than welcome to use pipe cleaners. That way you don't have to go back in and add zip ties all the time. But all we're going to do now is we're going to go back in and add zip ties on the exact same places where we just put a poof and then put our kerfluffles. Okay? And my comments aren't updating, guys, so I'm sorry if you're talking to me. I can't see them, so let me try again here really quickly. Maybe we can, maybe we can't. There we go. All right. So all I'm doing now is I'm going back in, and I'm sorry, we're gonna do the kerfluffles opposite of where we had the poofs, okay? So if you can see this, I'm gonna try and see if we had the poof here, so we're gonna do the kerfluffle here, all right? And by kerfluffle, what I mean is and you're gonna tear your ribbon all to heck as you go through here, don't worry about it, we'll fix that later. And what I mean by a kerfluffle, you see me do this all the time too, is a 20-inch piece of mesh. Take your little weight, and you're going to use it curl side up. And you're going to curl the end a couple of times. Just enough to make a curl on the end. So I do it maybe 3. Just enough to close the curl so the ends don't stick out. Grab a clip it there, turn it around. Same thing on the other side. Let's get this off. That's going to drive me crazy. It's not going to be even if it's not. It's going to stick out. So let's curl it there. Now we have the 2 curls and we're going to scrunch up the middle. Scrunch, 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 scrunch. And there is our kerfluffle. And we're just going to put that in our zip tie. And we're going to do that all the way around the board. So now at this point, you can fix them if you want to, or you can leave them, because we're going to go back in and put ribbon on top of them. Okay. So there's one. So to save some time this evening, instead of having to stop and go back and add them, I'm going to go ahead and add our zip tie for our ribbon in just a second. Or if you want to, we can go ahead and add the ribbon right now if you'd like. You know what? Since we have everything already made, let's just go ahead and put our ribbon in here. And we'll just build it as we go. What do you think about that? I think that's a good idea. I hope so. I hope it's going to be pretty. So I've just gone back in and added another zip tie on top. And we're going to take our ribbon. And there I am again throwing stuff. I'm going to stagger a little bit so that it's not right on top of each other. But I always like to put the 2.5 inch ribbon on the bottom. You don't have to. You can certainly put the 2.5 inch ribbon on top, whatever you want to do. Doesn't matter, your preference totally, but there's our ribbon. And now we put it in the zip tie. Right on top of our piece of accent mesh here. It's not going to look great right now because we're going to mess with it, so. And y'all know I will mess with it for a long time until it's perfect. And you can see the board right there, but that's not a big deal either because remember, we're going to put big old huge peacock feathers there. Hopefully. Maybe. If not, I think our bow's going to go down here anyway. So there is that one. And we'll move along to our next one. And so we need another zip tie right here. So we have a loop here. So we're going to put our zip tie here, and that's where our kerfluffle is going to go. So here's our kerfluffle. We're just going to stick it in there. Make sure it looks halfway decent, which is probably not going to right now. Straighten out our ruffles on each side a little bit because that does help. And I put a zip tie on top and put our ribbon. And the ribbon's kind of going to hide any imperfections too. So if you don't get the kerfluffle just perfect, it's okay, because your ribbon's going to kind of cover some of that. So this is what we're doing. Yeah, you alternate yours. I thought about that, but then I had already put it in there, and I was like, well, we'll just do it like this. And you know what? After tonight, I might take it all out and do it again. And it might be alternated tomorrow when we get the pictures. Who knows? Alrighty, there's that. All I know is I have to get the rest of my flowers planted tomorrow, or they are gonna die sitting in my basement. So there's our ribbon there. Yeah, maybe. Here I am pulling everything around and about and moving it again. So I'm just jerking things along, guys. Moving along. Putting our zip tie here in our other space. I'm kind of excited about this special project at work. I hope it doesn't end up being a lot of crazy work. and it's something actually fun that I'm gonna enjoy. We'll see what happens. That one's not happy. Let's see, like, there we go. Make it like that. Okay. Put another zip tie in here. Well, thanks. Yeah, that's true. I need to spray my grass and see if that doesn't help the mosquitoes this year. Mine were really bad last year. Or not spray my grass, but you know what I mean. Put that, there's stuff you can put on your grass that actually is supposed to help the mosquitoes, so. All right, here we go. Moving along here. I don't know that we're gonna, we might need those little tiny real feathers and we might not. I just know I was disappointed when I got them. I was like, oh, that's not what I wanted. They were so flimsy. I put it in the zip tie and it broke and I was like, oh, it's not good. Well, we'll use them for something. Maybe we can glue them in later. This ribbon will just do whatever you want it to. I love it. Put it in here. Alrighty. Moving along to our next one. The ladies from the Strawberry Festival called me today and asked if they're having another like community yard sale this weekend, and asked if I wanted to come set up my booth. But you know, it's Wednesday, and she wanted me to do it at, you know, be there at 7 a.m. Oops, what am I doing here, Marianne? Be there at 7 a.m. on Saturday, and I was like, Plus, my stuff won't arrive, and I don't have any more sunflowers left, so I don't think I'm going to get to do it this week. Hopefully, they're doing it again. But I thought that was sweet. She called and asked me. That was nice. Making an impression in the community, so that's a good thing. Now, had she called last week, I'd have been all over it. I'd been like, yeah. I'd have found something. I'd have found some way to make some sunflowers. How does it go here? It is pretty awesome, though. Yeah, 2 last minute for me. Just 2 last minute. Well, now where in the world? There we go. I'm wondering if they just decided, because it was supposed to be really bad this weekend, like major thunderstorms and hail and windstorms and all that stuff. So I'm wondering if they weren't going to do it, and then the weather changed, and they decided, well, we probably get away with it. Say that's what happened. So now they're scrambling for people, since they called it off at the beginning. Who knows? So I'm probably going to decline this time, and then ask her if they do it again and do it next time. I don't blame you. Carrie, I just think you need to do it one more time and see if it doesn't do better for you. Do you think it was just the crowd, or? I'm really shocked. I figured you'd sell completely out. I'm really shocked. Guys, we're almost there. Only a couple more here. That doesn't look too hot, does it? You can always come back, fix those in a bit. Yeah, I think you should. I think you should find something. And there goes a fingernail. Of course. Wouldn't be Marianne's Wednesday night crafting if she didn't lose a fingernail. Because I'm really shocked that yours didn't sell. Did I miss that one? No. You have some amazing things. especially your rails. And I know they're not, I know you're not pricing them out of, you know, everybody's price range. Especially for what you got in them, I know they're affordable. So I think you should try one more time. And then if that one bombs, I wouldn't blame you to never do it again. And honestly, this last time, I really, if the thunderstorms hadn't come through, I would have done very well. But the thunderstorms came through and I really just made my money back on my supplies and you know, maybe a little bit, but I was happy. You know, I'm not in it to make a ton of money. I'm in it just to make my money back for the supplies and be able to buy some more. My fingernail. How funny. Did I put a zip tie in there? Nope. I didn't think I did. Okay, we're almost at the interesting part. We've gotten through the boring. Hey, hey, hey. How you doing, Miss Kelly? Welcome. We're trying to see if we can get a peacock to look decent here. We're just putting in some ribbon right now. We're almost at the cool part. Almost. Okay, good. That is going to work because I kind of wanted it to look staggered. I need to stagger these over here a little bit better. But it is going to work. Yay. All right, let me get this one in here. Challenging part is going to be figuring out how to get these big old things to stay in here. Thinking we're just going to wrap the wire around the bottom of the board, maybe. I'll just have to see if we can get there the easiest way. Okay. We are almost there. Right there. Move the board around so much. Now, what in the world are SVGs? Let's see if I can get my comments up here. No, it's not going to work. Good old Facebook. Hating me today. Hating on me today. Think it's cricket stuff. Oh, hi, Jean Ann. I didn't see you there. Welcome. Missed you, Lady Lou. It might be cricket stuff. Did we find out who won the sharing thing yet? In the group for the wreaths and work forms, who won the sharing contest in the bow, the new easy bow maker? Or have you done that yet, Miss Kelly? Yep, cricket stuff. I'm afraid to get a cricket because I don't need another addiction. That's exactly why, you know, I was talking about the foam board stuff in our VIP group last night. Was it last night? Yeah, last night. The other night, whatever night today is. And that's one of the reasons I don't want to join another group or find another craft that I like, is because I'm so addicted to this wreath thing that I'm afraid that, you know, I don't want to get addicted to something else or I'll be stuck. All right, last one, guys, and then we can work out our ribbon and our peacock feathers. Yay! But I think I might love a cricket tomorrow. Okay, cool. So everybody tune in tomorrow to the wreaths, work forms, and more site. If you haven't joined, come on over and join us. We have some fun over there. We have some great giveaways, some great kits, some awesome contests. Come on over and join us and have some fun. You can find a lot of cool stuff there, learn a lot, make some cool new wreathing friends. Anyway, if you make some pretty wreaths and enter it for a contest, you can be featured on the banner for the month, which is awesome. And we'll find out tomorrow who had the most shares and wins the easy bow, so that's awesome. I'm down to find out who wins that. I don't know why, I just am. Okay, so last ribbon. Ta-da! Now, how did an oval go this quickly? Was it because I had half of it done, I think? Probably. Let's see, I can do it from here. All right. Now, normally it doesn't matter where my top is on a wreath because I normally just put the sign on it wherever I think it looks the prettiest, wherever I have the best set of tails, the best. But for this one, I think we're going to have to worry about where the top and the bottom are. So, here's what we have so far. And the mark mess with that, where she looks. Okay. So where's our top here? This is our top. Okay. So that means our bow, I'm doing this sideways, guys, because I can't do it this way. I don't have that much. Oh, sorry. Didn't mean to move you. So I can straighten it up just a bit. Okay. All right. I want to make sure that they don't look crazy caca different. So let's see, guys. I'm going to put these on first, and I have 3 of them. So here's what I was thinking. Y'all tell me what you think. I was thinking that we would lay them kind of like this. Like one right here. Of course, you know, I'll cut those off. And then, look how they came. Isn't that awesome? They do get glitter everywhere. I have this teal glitter everywhere. And then maybe one, straighten this out really quickly. And then, is that the right way? Yeah. One like this. I'll straighten that out. And then maybe we can do, I'm just gonna throw that on the floor for now. One. Ooh, I think that one way too far. Right up. I don't want it to cover anything. The middle. Ooh, is that too many? Maybe that might be too many. I can't see from. So we need to cut them about right here. And then put our bow. Ooh, I think maybe that's too big. Can you guys see what I'm working with here? Let's see if I can move it down just a bit. I hate that I can't see your comments. I hate it when that happens. I hate having to look at my phone. And this thing is huge. Can you guys see it? I'm trying to look at my phone here. Oh, thanks, Kelly. I don't know. I think that's a little too many feathers, maybe. So let's take the bow back off and see. Start over again here and see what we can do. Because I think that's too many. Maybe we just do 2 of these and we cut them each off. Well, if I cut them off, then I don't know how I'll get them on the wreath except glue them, and I don't really want to glue them. Okay, so there's one. We could put it kind of like that. Okay. So let's try 2 and see what 2 looks like. See if 2's good. Maybe we kind of catty corner them so that they don't take up the whole wreath, and we still see some ribbons and bows. Maybe we do that. Can you guys even see this? You think just one? I was thinking maybe that too. We could do that. Let's see. All right, there's 2. I'm having to stand on my tippy toes so I can look over it. Yeah, I think 2 is too many also, don't you? Let's try with just 1 and see what happens. And then maybe if we do just 1, I can go back and glue some of these in here later. Like stick some of these in there somewhere. Not on top there, but you know what I mean. Maybe coming out of the bow like that. Yeah, let's look at it with 1 and see what happens. Okay, so as I'm looking at my screen, I think you're exactly right. Okay, let's look at it with 1 and see what happens. So now there's 2. Donna likes just 1 too. Yeah, I could. Thanks, D-Man. Just 1 with the bow. All right, let's go with just 1 and see what we think. Okay, there we go with that one. Let me try to move it back in a little bit. get it placed like that. That way it's not too big. It's not taking over everything. We can spread it out however we like. And then we can put the bow right here and have our tails coming down. Oop, that's a little too high for the bow, isn't it? And then, all right, there's just one, guys. Is that what we're voting? Just one? I'm gonna have to get a, you like that better? Yeah. I think I do too. And then maybe we just move the bow down just a little bit so this one doesn't look so stuffed. Let me see if I can move the camera here. Or not move the camera, but get my, see what it looks like with just one now. I'm just waiting for my feed to catch up. I like it like this, don't you? And then I can go in and do this later on if I wanted to. Stella Bella. She agrees, everybody. Ooh, look how pretty that one is. That's a big one. Oh, and it's got green shimmer when you look at it like that. Ooh. Yeah. Okay, everybody. I think one it is. One it is. Let's measure it and get this puppy in here. Put our bow on. And then I'll decide where we want these little things. I'm gonna do some on the outside. Maybe not. I don't know. But look how pretty they are in the light. I don't know if you can see the green shimmer, but they're really pretty. Too bad they're so flimsy. They're like real feathers. See how they are? So you put them in the, thanks guys. So you put them in the zip tie and they go break. So you kind of have to glue them. But yeah, I think that's what we're gonna do. So I'll glue those on there when we get this in there. So let's figure out how we're gonna do it. Yeah, you're right. 2 was too many, for sure. What am I gonna do with these other ones, guys? God. All right, so I'm gonna need to figure out, so I should probably, look how long this thing is. So there was the bottom of the wreath. So I should probably cut it about right here. That way I can get it in there. All right, let's try this here. We're gonna cut it right here. Bear with me here. This is probably the second most boring part. Cut that off, and I'm gonna bend it a little bit so I can stick it in a hole. I need to bend it a little bit more. That. Okay. And I'm gonna stick it where? I'm gonna stick it here probably. I don't really care what this one looks like because it's going to be covered up anyway. So let's see if I can stick it in this very bottom hole right here. I may not be able to because of the zip tie already in there, but we're going to try. No, it's almost in there. Ugh. I did it, ladies and gentlemen. Okay. I don't want to squish anything, so let me pull it up just a little bit. Well, it's not going to matter because I have a bow that's going to go on top. All right. That's still a little high. Hey, come on now. The one time that you want everything to stick to the mesh and stay in one place, it's going to fight you. All right. Yay. Okay, awesome. And then I will probably glue a little bit there and make sure it's good and stuck back here. So all I've done is just stuck that big piece down there, and I'm gonna try. No, I'm gonna tape that or something later. Now let's put our bow. I wonder if that'll be okay, if it'll come out or move around. No, awesome, look, that's gonna stay. What do you know? I never get that lucky. Okay. Twist those if we need. Now let's put our bow right here. Hopefully, our bow is long enough to slide right here and go in our holes without being totally squished down. And then again, I might just be able to tie it to the peacock and not have any problem. Is that where we want it? You know what, let's tie it to the peacock and see what happens here. We're gonna put this part. Sorry guys, bear with me just a second here. I'm gonna put one part of it in the board, so I know it's on there. I'm gonna put the other part here. I'm just gonna get it on there. Ha ha. Oh, what do you know? I was worried about how that was gonna go on there. Okay, now let's undo a little bit of these things. Undo a little bit of our curls. And then I will go back in and just glue some of our natural peacock feathers in later this evening. And of course fix our bow perfectly. You know, I can't have that. Can't have the bow looking crazy. What are we thinking so far? Do y'all see anything I need to fix or move before I pick it up? Oh, thank you. Thanks, everybody. Just an idea I had in my head that happened to work out this time. Sometimes it works and sometimes it doesn't. You just gotta do it and see what happens. Come on. That one. Okay. Well, not really how I wanted it to look down here, but we can do that. We can worry about that in just a second. All right, guys, I'm going to pull you up and hold it up, and we'll look at it and go from there. It's kind of hard looking at it upside down and at an angle here. I'm looking at it sideways, so I can't tell if everything looks okay or not. So bear with me just a second. Let's move this over here. Put a hand hold on it for just a minute. All right, look at all the glitter. That's a lot of glitter. Here we go. If you get sick, you know the spiel. Oh, thanks everybody. I hope you like it. I was just trying to do something different. And get rid of these peacock feathers that I have. I have a trillion million of them, as you can tell. So maybe we'll probably have to do something different with them sometime soon. Hey everybody. All right, let's see if I can, oops, sorry, didn't mean to get you. There we go. All right, let's see what it looks like from here. So I can see what do you know? Well, you guys can't really, maybe if I step back. What do you think? And when I put I want to try to cover the space in the middle. So when I go back to put the natural flowers in there, It probably look better. I'll fix some of the ribbon too. And I'll have to stabilize that a little bit. There's what we've got. There's our big old bow. Oh, thanks guys, I appreciate that. Thank you. We'll have to fix that to where it doesn't move a little bit. Fix that. Well, now y'all know what you're gonna do with these big old 36-inch Christmas tree sticky thingies. Peacock branch Christmas tree thingies. So, now what in the world I bought those for originally, who knows? Well, thank you. I like the Peacock colors too. I love them. They're some of my favorites. These blues, this blue is actually my favorite color. So, we'll have to get the top fixed and make sure that it's all symmetrical and it matches on each side. But I'll go back and wonder what it's, let's see what happens if I do this really quickly. I want to see how it looks if I do this a little bit. Because now I'm interested to see what these look like from afar. I might want to drop them off there. Oh yeah, that's going to be really pretty. Of course. And then you won't be able to see through it. Yay! Okay. So my idea actually worked out this time. Yeah, no, I'm excited to see the real feathers too. I wish you guys could see the little hint of green, the iridescent green in there. It's so pretty. Anyway, there you go. I'm going to go ahead and glue the, well, I'm going to go through and, you know, I'll work with the bow and all the ribbons and make sure it's perfect. And then I'm going to glue these feathers in there, and I might put some on the outside. We'll see. Maybe, maybe not. But any questions, comments, concerns, anything you want to know? It's so much prettier in person too. Look at how that blue, the blue really stands out well too. Any questions or anything else? Anything you guys want to know? Anything at all? Well, I'm glad to see each and every one of you this evening. I'm watching the replay over here. It looks so good. Well, thank you, Miss. Hey, Sharon, how did your, I've been asking everybody. Well, thank you, Miss Crystal. I appreciate that. I've been asking everybody. Aren't you the one that had the craft sale this weekend? I was dying to know how it went. If you're not, then I'm sorry I have you mixed up with someone else, but I could have sworn it was you. So let us know how it went. I was dying to know. I've been asking everybody. I hope you were crazy successful. Anyway, good night, you all. Thank you for joining me. I'm so glad that you all liked it. Now you have an idea of what you can do with those big, huge Christmas tree pics. You don't always have to stick them in your Christmas tree. You can make wreaths with them. Of course, then again, no, it wasn't you. Well, then who was it? Somebody help me find them. I've been asking everybody. Anyway, I'm sure somebody will say, Marianne, it was me in a couple of days. Anyway, so you can stick anything in a wreath, as I'm sure you all have figured out too. But thanks for joining me again this evening. I'll get some pictures and post it as soon as I'm finished putting some of the real feathers in there. I appreciate everybody. God bless each and every one of you. If you need anything at all, just shoot me a message. I will get back to you. Thank you, Miss Jean Ann. I appreciate it. Thanks you all for joining me. I appreciate each and every one of you. God bless you. Have a great night. See you next week. Same time, same place, 8:15 p.m. right here in my kitchen. Mwah. Tonight it was made by Marianne. Tomorrow it might be made by you. Good night, y'all. Have a great evening.